This video is just for entertainment purpose, so if you are homophobic, kindly leave. This story has nothing to do with Idol's real life. This is all my imagination. It's become a month. Jungkook was treating Taehyung, and gladly Taehyung was getting better day by day. Everyone was so shocked, like how the psychopath didn't do anything to Jungkook, but they don't know the psychopath is under his doll's love spell. Now Taeyong was sitting with Jungkook on his lap, who was snuggling into his yongi, feeling his warmth. Taeyong gently takes Jungkook's hand in his, holding them against his chest. Doll, can you feel that? My heart, it's beating so fast because of you. His voice shakes slightly with emotion. I have spent my life scaring people, but with you, I want to be nothing but gentle. He slowly leans in, his eyes locked into Jungkook's cute doe eyes. He pauses for a moment, giving him the chance to pull away. But seeing no hesitation in Jungkook's gaze, he closes the distance and presses his lips against Jungkook's rose petals in a soft, tender kiss. His kiss is gentle, almost hesitant, as if he is afraid Jungkook might pull away. His hands tighten around Jungkook's slim waist, pulling him closer to his chest. He parts his lips slightly, deepening the kiss. As he feels Jungkook kissing him back, he breaks the kiss briefly to murmur, "Am I doing it right? Is this how you kiss someone you love?" He asks softly, his voice muffled against his lips. He's never done this before, not like this, not gently, not with love. Jungkook opened his doe eyes, looking at Theung with heavy breaths. You love me, Yongi? Theung, eyes well up with tears as the question. He nods, unable to speak past the lump in his throat. He loves his doll more than anything, more than his own freedom, more than his own sanity. I love you, doll, he whispers, his voice cracking. Clings to Jungkook tighter, his forehead resting against his. I have never felt this before. Every day you come here, every time you look at me with those love filled eyes, I feel something changing inside me, something healing. He kisses his lips tenderly. Jungkook, eyes filled with tears. I love you too, Yoongi. We will pass this phase together, love. Kissing Theon's whole face. Theon chuckles at his doll's cuteness. He wraps his arms around Jungkook tightly, burying his face in his neck. Together, he repeats softly, his voice muffled against his voice muffled against his neck. You make me believe we can overcome anything, even my monsters. Jungkook, anything, my love. You are so brave, my brave man. Kissing Theon's forehead. Theon looks up at Jungkook as he kisses forehead, his eyes filled with unshed tears. He feels braver with his doll by his side, like he can face anything. He pulls his doll into another hug, resting his face against his. My love, he whispers, his voice barely audible. Pulls back slightly to look at Jungkook, his eyes searching Jungkook's with intense vulnerability. You know, I have scared everyone in my life, my parents, my friends, everyone. But with you, his voice cracks slightly. With you, I feel safe. Theon nuzzles his face in Jungkook's neck, inhaling his comforting scent. Can I tell you something, doll? He asks softly, his fingers intertwining with Jungkook's. Something I have never told anyone before. Jungkook pecks Taeyang's lips gently. Yes, love, you can tell anything. Your doll is always here to listen. Theon pats Jungkook's forehead tenderly. He takes a deep breath, his heart pounding in his chest. He has never shared this secret with anyone because no one will care. But now his doll is with him. He knows his doll will never leave him, no matter what. When I was a child, I used to be afraid of the dark. My parents, they would lock me in the closet when they fought. Hours, sometimes days, alone in the dark with only my thoughts and the sounds of their arguments. His voice is barely above a whisper, his body shaking slightly. And one day I swore I heard whispers in the dark, voices telling me I was worthless, that no one loved me. And the longer I stayed in the dark, the louder the whispers got. His eyes well up with tears, his voice breaking. And you know what happened, doll? He said while hiding himself in his doll's embrace, like a child seeking his mother's attention. I started believing those whispers. I started thinking that maybe I really was worthless, that maybe everyone would be better off without me. And that's when I started. He breaks down in sobs, his body shaking with emotions as he relieves the traumatic memories. That's when I started hurting myself to distract myself from the whispers to make the pain physical so it would shut up. He buries his face in his neck, crying uncontrollably. Jungkook, his heart was ripping seeing his love's miserable state. He hugged Theon tightly. Youngie, you are not lonely now. Your doll is here, always with you. He said sweet words to make him calm down. Theon clings to Jungkook desperately, his entire body shaking with sobs. For the first time in years, he doesn't try to suppress his tears. Theon, I'm sorry. He keeps repeating, his voice broken. I'm sorry you had to see me like this. Jungkook, love, don't say sorry, love. I got you, Youngie. You are so brave. My brave Youngie. To be continued.